Couple quick thoughts on how we could put maybe not an end to the virus, but could we get back to living a normal life without worrying as much? And there's two or three things that come to mind that I don't understand. We're almost 2 years into this. And just think about this. Why don't we have some kind of rapid test that's available to everybody right now? You look at the amount of money we spent just dumping in stimulus and unemployment, money to companies, trillions of dollars we spent. Would it be that much more to help develop a rapid test that you could get in the hands of every American? It's one of those things that we could have beat this thing down with mass testing, but we're not there. There's some stuff you can buy at like Walgreens and CVS. There's some PCR tests you can mail in. Where's all the tech companies when you need them to save your ass? They're really good at creating things the world doesn't need, like TikTok, for example. But where's all this like brain power? What did they really do for us as a society to really aid in COVID? Not a whole lot, come to find out. But they're all billionaires, which is awesome. Why don't I have a device on my phone that I can like blow into right now or do a saliva test and tell me if I have COVID or not? That would be one of the fastest ways for the world to get back to normal. And we don't have that. We're not even close to having that from what I understand. So that's one thing that comes to mind. Rapid testing could put this thing to bed. It wouldn't stop it, but God, we wouldn't be dealing with these massive numbers right now. The biggest thing with COVID is when you don't know you have it, and then you spread it. Well, if you could find out, like every morning, should I go to work? Should I go into this concert? Should I go into this store, this restaurant? Let me see if I make sure I got COVID. I just think it's one of those ways that until we have a full-on treatment or some kind of vaccination that just puts this thing to bed, that's the fastest way for us to end it. And the next thing is, why are more people talking about cleaning the air? I was talking to a parent. They actually bought their classroom and donated extra units to the school to put in the classrooms to purify the air. And you got to look at how many like cubic feet of air you have and how often you need to turn that air over. So you got to buy a certain size. But why are we talking about that? We know being in confined spaces is one of the ways that it spreads very quickly to many people. If you've ever been like a cigar lounge or even Vegas in a casino, the way they suck the air out, it's not very efficient if you have to blow air out and keep heating and cooling new air to come in. That's not very efficient or green. It's a waste of electricity. But if we're going to recycle air, why isn't every public space required to have some kind of filtering system that will kill the virus? Now, I'm not in that space, so I don't even know if that's possible. I've seen a couple things on TV. If we don't have that, then let's get to work and develop one. But if you think about it, you invite people over to your house. This came up at Thanksgiving. I'm talking to some family. I got people and they got cancer, they got compromised immune systems. There's things to worry about. And it's like, why not everyone just go get one of those instant tests at, Walgreens. And I know they're not 100% perfect, but they're better than nothing. Everyone take a damn test. And if we had a way to make sure the air was filtered or leave windows, like there's things you could do to where you wouldn't have to worry as much anyways. But I'm like, how easy would it be for Thanksgiving and traveling and Christmas if we just had access to instant testing and add on top of it, we were filtering the air so we weren't spreading it through a damn fan at the end of the day. These are just two things that keep coming to mind that I don't understand why we're not doing it in the classrooms, why we're not doing it in public spaces. It just seems like instead of like figuring out different vaccinations and different treatments, which take a long time and they work and they don't work and side effects and this and that, and then the virus changes, and then we got like one of the fastest ways we could beat this thing down to something that's controllable, as if we just had mass testing. So that's my question. Why don't we have it? And what do we got to do to get it? And then you want to stack on top of that, anywhere where there's a bunch of people gathering, why don't we have some kind of, UV filtering that can kind of, whether it's a filter or it's UV, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. I'm saying there needs to be a solution for this, to where we can at least filter the air so we're not replicating it and spreading it. I gotta imagine hospitals have something similar. I'm sure that's pretty damn expensive too, so there's got to be a different solution that's cheaper. But that's my 2 thoughts. I'm watching the numbers in Michigan go through the roof again. We're getting back up to where we were. I think over half the people in the state are vaccinated, yet the numbers are still going bonkers. It's like you're looking for some hope that a lot of people just have went on about life and they almost act like this doesn't exist anymore, and obviously it does. And we don't want to see another reemergence. We don't reemergence. We don't want to see the economy collapse. We don't want to see more people die. But it's not going away. And it's been 2 years now, and there's no signs of it going away. So we have to start looking at other ways to control it and to mitigate it. And my first thought is mass testing. Get a device or something in everybody's hands at home, or a test. Send everyone in America, we don't mind sending everyone in America, $1,200 for stimulus. Send everybody in America 5 COVID tests. And it's one of those things that's like something we could do to just beat it down. And I don't know. Why don't we do that? Drop a comment, let me know. Until then, I'm going to catch you on the next one.